Okay, we have a 91 Honda Accord here that we're gonna do a tire change on. So go ahead and take the jack and the tire wrench out of the trunk. So first thing you're gonna need to locate. Alright, grab that other piece, that's what you use to turn the jack to get it up. Put it in front, get a close-up of that. That's what turns the jack. That's the jack. And that's the wrench to remove your tire. Okay. Pick those up. Let's get them to the front of the car here. Okay. Right under the front tire, right behind the front tire. Let's see if we can get you a shot of this. There is a little jack mount right here. That's where your jack goes. All cars are pretty much the same, small cars, but locate them for yourselves before the problem arises. Alright, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get the jack onto that jacking point. Okay, so go ahead and get the jack under there, like so, and this turns. Okay, now this tool right here goes in here. Some jacks are a little different, but you know, usually they're about the same. Okay, now connect this tool on there like that. The wrench substitutes to spin the bar to get your car up in the air. So that goes in there. Good. Remove the lug nuts before we jack the car up in the air because the tire will spin if you try to do it another way. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the wrench on the lug nut, make sure it's seated all the way in so we don't get hurt. Okay, and always remember righty tighty, lefty loosey. So let's try it on this side. See, Tori's trying it with one hand and she won't do it, so I'll show you guys a trick here. What you do is you get the lug wrench on. Okay. And what you do is you can use your foot to get it to loosen up. Got that? Sometimes your hands won't be strong enough to do it, so use your foot. Be careful. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna turn each lug nut maybe a quarter of a turn, just to get it loose. We don't want to take it off, we just want to get it loose. Alright, okay. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to continue jacking up the car until the front tire comes off of the ground. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to remove the lug nuts from the tire, your wrench, okay. Now let's get up off your knees. Be ready to move just in case the car falls. You always got to be ready to move, okay? Do not at any point put your hands or feet under the car. Lefty. That's right. There you go. 4 lug studs are removed, so you should be able to take off your hubcap. Okay, now gently remove the tire without shaking the car too much. Be gentle on it. You don't want to pull the car so hard that it falls off the jack. So one hand on either side of the tire and gently take the tire off. Okay, stop. See what I'm saying? Okay, it's stuck. So usually what I do is I'll stand back and I'll just give it a... See how that loosened it up? Sometimes you just got to give it a little kick and there you go, it pops off. Now gently take it off without moving the car so much. Okay, slide it away. There you go. That's how we get the tire. Okay, we're back here in the trunk. Now let's lift up the carpet. Okay, lift up the cardboard. Okay, we got the tire. There's a little turn screw that takes it off. Alright, let's get a look at that. Okay, sometimes this thing gets rusty and it's really hard to take off. So again, check these things before the tire goes flat, before the accident happens, so you know that it can come off and you know how to take it off. Okay, let me get that tire for you here. It's a little heavy. Again, try not to shake the car and be careful because the car is off the ground on a not very stable jack. Okay. And we're just going to get this out of here. Okay. Alright, we got the tire out of the car, out of the trunk. Sometimes spare tires are located under the car. Like I said, again, depending on year and model, you have to figure it out. Learn it before the accident happens. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to line up the rim with the lug studs, which are right here. And again, without shaking the car and without getting your hands underneath. So you're going to grasp the tire on the sides. Okay, there and there. Don't get your hands underneath. Okay. Slowly try and get the tire to line up with the lug studs. Okay, turn it. Okay, remember, we don't want to be shaking the car. Just move the rim. The bottom needs to go in. There you go. Okay, at that point, just start getting lug studs on there, even if it's just a little.
For video purposes, let's not worry about the hubcap right now. Because the car is up and it's dangerous, we want to get a lug stud on there as quickly as possible. Just so that the car falls, we have something that protects us from the car falling. Use your hands, tighten it by hand. You can get that almost all the way down by hand. There you go. Okay, next one. Don't worry about it being too tight. You just want stability at this point so that the car can't fall on you. Okay. Okay, gradually tighten it. Crisscrossing pattern with your wrench. Yeah. Okay, bottom one. Okay, snug it up. Keep on going. Okay, remember you're in the air now, so we don't want to put too much strength on it. At this point, you're pretty safe. If the jack does fall, it'll land on the tire as long as you're not under it. Okay, one more. You see that it's loose. That's why we're going a crisscrossing pattern. Okay, and that's it, guys. Just get it snug like that. And that's good enough. And then what you want to do is bring your jack down now. Okay. Now at that point, once your tire touches the ground, you can stop. Now put your lug wrench back on the lug studs.
You can also use the same motion with the foot to get it tighter if you need be. If you're unsure, just make it as tight as you can by hand, and that should be enough to get you at least home and have a professional check it out. Okay, there you go. 2 more. Remember, crisscrossing pattern. And there you go. 1 more. Okay, now you can go ahead and get the jack all the way out.